Hey gang, how y'all doing? It is August 22nd, 2018, and we are just 702 days away from the opening ceremony of the Olympic Summer Games in Tokyo, Japan. I can hardly wait. I don't know about you. Before I get to my three topics for today, I want to give a shout out to a few of my friends. First, Stramos Klaimu from Greece, whose Olympic torch collection is touring Japan, and it's a huge hit. I think it's the greatest collection of Olympic torches in the world. Probably only second to my second friend, Fabio Ferrari, who's also got a collection of Olympic torches. And he's currently touring Europe and visited Munich, the site of the 72 Olympic Summer Games. And that's in Germany. And had some wonderful photos on Facebook. And it's just amazing that Munich's kept those venues intact for all these years. I mean, I can't wait to visit Munich, Germany. He also visited Innsbruck, Austria, the site of the Summer Games in '76. And that was some incredible shots. He had this cool video of a ski jumper going off the venue that's still there from, 40 years ago or so. I am not doing the math right now, but the long 40 years, holy smokes. But thank you, Fabio Ferrari, for sharing those videos with us. I also want to give a shout out to Richard Hoffer, the originator of Seventh Heaven Band, and we're listening to his music right now from his current album Luminous. And I saw him recently at one of his gigs, and he gave me the AOK to use his music anytime I want in my videos. Thank you, Richard Hoffer of Seventh Heaven. And lastly, if you're still listening, Kathy, God bless. I'm glad your daughter's okay and that she wasn't in the news, and we'll just leave it at that. And I think about you every once in a while. I miss you. And let's move on to our three topics for today. The first is I recently told you that I upgraded my operating system and my iMovie software to do better videos. But recently, my 1 year with Comcast was up at the low rate of $19.99 a month, and I had to renew for another year. And they're always trying to jack your speed up, and rather than jacking my speed up, I probably got to better utilize the system that I have. Because previously, I was using the old system, and maybe we'll learn something here. But I was using a combination of a cable modem, okay, and then a router, okay, and these were working at a max 25 megabits per second, which is just really slow. And to refresh everybody's memory, the cable modem, it just takes the cable in for the coax cable, and then you got a power supply, and then you got your landline, which you can hardwire into your computer if you want. But if you want Wi-Fi or want to go to multiple computers, then you use a router, which is like a four-way switch. You see, here's your input on your router. It goes from the output here to the input there. You got your power supply, and then you can go to 4 different computers or use Wi-Fi with the antenna. That's a system I used to use, okay? And you had to use two power supplies and 2 plugs, and it was only going at 25 megabits per second. And I've been using this probably for 10 years or more. So rather than upgrading my system from $19.99 a month to more money, I just upgraded and got this really cool router. Okay, it's a combination modem and router, okay, from Netgear. Okay, and this goes at up to 5 gigabytes per second. Yeah, 2.4 and 5 gigabytes per second. It's super fast. I mean, that's the fastest there is. And what this is, a combination router and modem. As you can see, you plug your cable line in there, okay? And then you got your 4 outputs right there. But I don't see an antenna, but there's an antenna, I guess, built into this thing. I already tested the Wi-Fi and it works. But yeah, so hopefully my videos, instead of upgrading in 11 hours, my last video, hopefully they'll upgrade a lot faster with this. Hey, if that isn't enough to learn, let's learn some Japanese today. What do you say? I was doing some studying of Japanese recently because I want to be comfortable, there. I'm not going to be fluent, but I want to learn Japanese, right? So you'd think it's overwhelming, but it's really not. The Japanese written language is broken down into three different kinds of systems. First, you have the kanji, and the kanji is a system of 3,500 characters that it's just one character that could mean a whole expression, like victory. That means victory, okay? Or this is one I just wrote today. That's one character of kanji that means happiness, okay? And it says kafuko, and that means happiness. Maybe it doesn't, so anybody wants to correct me, you're certainly welcome to, okay? And it's a really complex character. And those aren't letters, they're just one thing that means happiness. And this one thing means victory. But that's the kanji. There's 3,500 characters. Most people don't know them all. You know, most people only, I guess, here know 1,500 or 2,000, and kids only start with a few. But, you know, one could mean hotel or hospital or a sports team, whatever it is. It's just one thing, happiness, love, whatever. But the other type of Japanese written language is hiragana or katakana, which is just 44 characters. I guess there's 26 letters in the English alphabet. There's only 44 characters in this Japanese alphabet, okay? And you see, that's their alphabet. I highlighted this one letter here called no, all right? And and what they do is, these are letters, so you put words together. When you do hiragana or katakana, you put these letters together to form a word. And this is a word I did, and that hiragana characters means woman. And that's ona no hito, okay? And the center character is the no character we were just looking at on the other page. Okay, see no? And here's this alphabet again. See? And then there's one other character they use, it's called romaji. And romaji is just using any characters like from the Latin language, like NATO, NATO, or AM, PM, or ACDC, or, you know, those types of things, acronyms. Okay, so you learned a little there. Well, one more thing. This is probably the most exciting thing of the day, and the whole reason why I made this post is that I decided today that I'm going to climb Mount Fuji, okay? Mount Fuji in Japan, that's the highest mountain in Japan, and I think it's one of the most beautiful mountains in the world. It's actually an active volcano. It's not erupting right now like the volcano in Japan, in Hawaii. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for sure when I go to Japan in 2020, and I'm really excited about it. To tell you a few facts, it's 12,388 feet tall, or 3,776 meters. I'm going to be leaving from the 5th station of 10. I guess there's a bus stop at the 5th station, and I may spend the night there so I can leave around 3 o'clock in the morning. It takes 5 to 7 hours to climb from the 5th station, which is at 2,300 meters, up to the summit at 3,776 meters. And if you do the math right now, that's 1,476 meters, or about a mile. About a mile you got to go vertical, but it's about, I think, 5 miles or 5 kilometers that you walk forward. So it's really difficult. There's some videos on YouTube I checked out today and decided to do it. So yeah, 5 to 7 hours up, 3 to 5 hours down. I hope to get up by noon to the summit and get down, you know, by dusk or late afternoon. And I'm just really excited about that. You know, that'll be an adventure of a lifetime. And if you haven't seen any of my other mountain climbing videos, I got a mountain climbing video of when I climbed the Two Brothers in Rio de Janeiro. That was right behind Vidigal, right in the coast of Rio de Janeiro. Check it out. I think that's about it. I realized one interesting fact about the 2020 Olympic Summer Games is that the Hiroshima anniversary on August 6th, and I guess Nagasaki a few days later, or a couple days later, are both going to occur during the games. I mean, they're going to have the Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and then the games end on the 9th. And boy, oh boy, it's going to be interesting how they're going to handle that. It'll be interesting. I won't be there. I always get home early, so I can enjoy the games home with my friends and family. And with that, I'm going to let it go. One more shout out to Jamie. He was at the Bears game in Denver, Colorado. Denver Broncos against Chicago Bears on Saturday night with his son Clint and his future daughter-in-law Lauren, and maybe another one or two people. Actually, there were 6 people I think went to that game. And Jamie, kind of at the end of the game when the Bears won on that last play, he was as excited as I was at Bonefish, and he was high-fiving people, and I guess he fell down and over some rows of chairs because it's so steep, up in the upper deck, and he fell down, and he thinks he may have broken a rib or something. So shout out to Jamie. I hope you're okay. And with this video at a little over 10 minutes, I'm going to leave it at that. Sayonara.